Okay. 1 second. We are live. That's not a good intro.
Opening the stream with a yawn is bonkers, bro.
Yeah,
Don't
that's yeah. Sorry.
What? Bro said I'm too tired to be here. I'm too good for this. All that yawn said all that, bro. Listen, chat. Forget him. All
I
right,
just
it's
know that
me
you.
and you.
Oh my god.
How are y'all doing on this fine Sunday afternoon? All right, like forget Creams. He clearly doesn't want to be here. He clearly doesn't rock with y'all like that. I do. I would never yawn and let y'all hear it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be honest. So how are you guys doing on this Sunday? Hope you guys are doing good. You know, what we feeling like today?
Yep. And as usual, here we are, the most punctual podcast on Earth. We said 5:30. We're here 5:30. Not a second more or after.
A second more or after, huh?
A second early or before or after. There we go.
Yeah, there you go, buddy. You got there. You know, it took you a little bit, but you got there.
I knew it had an or thing at the end.
Yeah, something like that. Do we bore you, Creams? I think that's what he was saying. I think that is what he was saying. I don't know, man. Like that just seems a little disrespectful to me. Like they showed up and they want to give us their time, like listen to us speak, and you can't even be invested. You got to yawn. That's just crazy to me. I don't know.
Bro, I went to sleep at 2 a.m. yesterday playing Persona 5. All right,
and that's their fault.
I mean, look, man.
We're entertainers. Show up and entertain.
I am here, sir.
We're not here to yawn,
sir.
We're not here to feel tired. We're here to show up.
And
give these people the content they not only need, they deserve. God, I just hate when these fakes. These goddamn hooligans who just don't want to put any effort into it. They're not taking it seriously. Chad, if you didn't know, this is a bit for the chapter. I just hate when they just don't lock in. You know what I mean? Are you not taking the podcast seriously? Are you not taking the podcast seriously?
Bro,
is this a joke to you?
Bro,
just answer the question.
First of all, I'm here, aren't I? Second of all, this is why we need an HR department. This is the shit I'm talking about.
You're here physically, not mentally, bro. How are you gonna yawn? You're here physically, not mentally. How are you gonna yawn?
Oh my god. Bro,
lock in.
What is going on?
Lock in. What's going on is a podcast. Are you lost now? Are you not even, do you not know where we are? Like, what's going on here, bro? What's going on here? Wait, what are we doing?
Bro, this doesn't seem like it's about me anymore.
Lock in, bro. It is. Because you're clearly not taking your job seriously.
Okay.
And I just feel, I personally, as a co-host, and as someone who wants the fans to enjoy the show, feel a little offended. God. I mean, God, chat. Let's see.
Jacob Harrison, thank you for the 1. Appreciate you. Plexi tier, thank you for the 2.
Thank you for the 2. BR, could Lulu show the JJK verse? Yes. Yes, he could. One little glance, they're cooked. One little glance, they're cooked. Yeah, probably. I'm here, aren't I? Crazy. That's what I'm saying, bro. Cream's not taking this shit seriously. Bro. And it just frustrates my soul.
Bro,
I don't know, man.
You don't get it, bro. You don't get it, right? You're stuck in that 20th century mindset, all right? Me, I got that Jokic healthy work life mindset.
You said you want me to stay in the 20th century? What's that? You said
okay, like the later half.
And the rest of the country.
The
rest of the country should go back. The later half of it. Interesting. Okay. So, like, interesting. Okay. So you're not a progressive. You want to go back in time a little bit. Shake things up back when things were better for you.
Bro.
Is that what you're saying? Because that's a little crazy.
Okay. Sleeping Ninja, thank you for the 14. Creams really said to Kemi, greater than Honored One's viewers. All I did was yawn. I just yawned, man. What's going on?
No. You didn't just yawn. You opened with a yawn. Do you get that? Do you understand the gravity of what you did?
Gravity. Okay.
Take this seriously.
Oh my god, bro. I'm trying.
God.
Jaden 2000, thank you for the 2. Gege kind of cooked with this setup. With the setup this chapter, not gonna lie. Gege absolutely cooked with this chapter. It's been a while since he's done one of these. I think the last one was Siguruma's, but I'm very happy that it's here. And we're gonna talk about it later.
Yeah. Demon Akatsua, thank you for the 2. Opening rant is literally the start of the chapter.
Oh
yeah, that's called a thematic tie-in. See, Creams wasn't aware I was gonna do that, but I simply improvised on the scenario. He clearly showed up unprepared, just not really ready to get in the game and show his stuff, right? But I did. So I improvised, I adapted, and I overcame the troubles that Creams presented me and the podcast.
I'm proud of you, man. Your medal's in the mail.
Thanks. Also, let's get a pay raise with that too. Thank you. But yeah, anywho.
Johnny, I appreciate you. It's me and you, King, bro. Like, you get it. Johnny, more than any other person on and off this podcast, gets me, bro. He gets what I'm all about. He and I share the same brain cell in many respects.
That would make the great makings of a co-host. You know, it seems that you think I'm underqualified.
I mean, we couldn't. Okay. I don't know. Johnny, no. Hold on. No,
he'd make. No. You need a new comedy partner, right? Like, because clearly we're not aligning properly. So let's tag out.
Look, okay. The addendum is. He'd make a great co-host for an unmonetized podcast, bro. Like there's simply no one that's gonna be giving us money if we were to do that. You know, like, legally speaking, I don't think that's good.
You kind of throwing some shade, Johnny. Listen, I'll let you know we can make money together, and we have, buddy. I'm not Creams. I'm not fake. You're my friend. If I could kick this guy off the podcast and get you on here, I would. I'll just let you know that right now. All right. But nah. Yeah, what's up, chat? I don't know. I do know what that was. That was called a show. That was called a setup.
I was gonna. Is that cold open? Accidental. But here we are, right? Freezing. Yeah. Blistering even. Blistering is for heat. Yes. I don't know why I use blistering.
Something like that. But yeah.
A Saving Danger thing for the 35. A pay raise. No wonder Creams wants to go back to the 20th century. Oh my God, why did I read that, bro? Why did I read that?
Yeah, bro is kind of low-key, high-key a hater. And listen, chat, if I could tell you what he told me before stream, listen, let's just say he was very Frieza-like, bro.
Oh, that's all I'm gonna say. You're making it sound way worse than it was, by the way. Way worse.
Okay, buddy. Okay. I mean, we wanted. Do you want to go into it, or do you want to leave it ambiguous? I'll let you flip the coin.
We're gonna leave it ambiguous because, like, you're gonna make it.
You're gonna get cooked.
Oh my gosh.
Because you're gonna get cooked. That's what it is.
Oh my God.
Yes, sir. But I guess we can just jump right into it with the I was gonna say jump right into it with the My Hero chapter. But yeah, we can jump right into it. Blue Lock. Blue Lock will be taking the place of My Hero as the initiating chapter this week. And I will say, as usual, it cooked. What can I say, man? Blue Locked.
Sounds like
it was a very good chapter as far as I'm concerned. You know, you love to see, you know, Baro, just angry in the corner. Yes, sir. Ness looking confused and like an idiot. Love to see it. Kaiser freaking out. Love to see it. Esau, Goat, and Hiyori doing their thing. You love to see it, man. This is just a solid chapter overall, resolving a lot of the things that, like, obviously this game represented and meant for the characters, and set up the next game very, 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 very nicely. So honestly, just like
my boy Nagi got off-screened. I'm absolutely sick to my stomach.
Yeah, you know what's funny about that?
He didn't even score the goal. Shigiri did.
Score.
I was so mad.
He's more useful than Nagi, bro. That's crazy.
Bro, what happened? Why did Nagi have to fall off like this? I'm hoping he makes a comeback.
That sounded like a different one. Huh? Anyways,
I'm hoping he makes a comeback, bro. I'm so.
You know he's canonically washed, right?
Not yet, damn it. Not while I have something to say about it.
Ego literally said, yeah, he kind of cooked, and then next time we see him, he kind of cooked. Like, I don't know, bro. He looking a little loserish, bro. He looking a little loserish.
Bro, Nagi's got to get, I don't know, somebody's got to awaken something, bro. Teach him a new rule of soccer he hasn't learned yet. That'll get him.
Rayo already tried to hard carry Nagi to greatness. I mean, at some point Nagi's got to start doing some lifting himself. Like, come on, bro. At some point, Nagi's got to actually start, like, putting in work. Like, can you get better? Can you improve? Jesus, man. Bro, yeah, and I will say this as the number. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, out of all the defeated looks on the field, like, I thought Barros was gonna be the worst. Bro, Kaiser looked like he was going to kill someone. It is wild. Like, Barros' team lost while he was captain, and tell me why Kaiser looked like he was gonna commit second-degree murder on that field. That's crazy,
I'm gonna be real. He should look that angry, bro. He said whoever scores the most goals is the better striker here. Bro just got cooked. All that shit he was talking to Isagi in 3 games, the roles were reversed. Bro is fodder. Bro is trash. That's nuts. Don't get me wrong. I think he's like, I say all this, but I think he's probably gonna make like a pretty interesting comeback or bounce back in the next game. But for now, I'm the winner, so I get to talk my shit. Kaiser's cooked, bro, and I think he should. I think this is a very appropriate reaction. He kind of put all of his striker points on the line here, and just got cooked, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest. In terms of recency, what happened was Baro cooked him and Isagi cooked him back to back, right? Because he him and Isagi tried to block Baro's goal. That shit did not happen, right? Okay, cool, fine, whatever. Isagi kind of got cooked there too. Isagi was able to make that up by scoring. The last thing, Kaiser had a bicycle kick like ages ago. Who even remembers that, bro? Esau goat with 2 goals, Kaiser with 1. You love to see it, bro. You love to see it. You love to see it. And the 1 goal Kaiser scored, he literally was leeching off of Isagi. God, bro. He not built like that for real.
What did you think of what did you think of Hiyori's little declaration? Be like, nah, bro.
I like that. He's just very much like Sai. Like, that's just what Sai says.
Yeah, I mean,
and I like that.
So you think he's like getting into Sai, I'm gonna be the best midfielder territory, or?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, he may not. I think Sai is definitely the better player overall, but in terms of like the key components, metavision, Sai has metavision. Like, he has the same like curvature and like accuracy with his passes as Sai. So he has like a lot of the components that make him a great like midfielder. So I mean, I think the author is kind of going down with a similar route. I wonder, now that we've seen kind of like Hiyori's ego awaken through being a midfielder rather than being like defeated and relegated to that, I genuinely do wonder if like the author is going to go with like Sai was crushed into becoming a midfielder, or if he decided that he wanted to, like, rather than being the best striker, like, it was his own ego that took him to making Rin the best one. It's definitely like, now that we've seen, like, I guess we've always known that you can have your egos in other positions, but like Hiyori literally is a textbook example of like how a road Sai could have gone down, which is quite interesting.
100%. I'm curious, what's the next match? Is it Bastard Munchen versus PXG?
Yep.
So that's gonna be fun. It'll be a fun match for the next year. So.
Yep. Yeah, and some people saying the bicycle kick was more impressive. Too bad they don't give you more points just based on how cool that shit was. Score more or get off the field.
Relax, ego. Let's take it down a notch.
That's all I'm saying, bro. 1 point is 1 point is 1 point. Oh, it was real impressive. Yeah, but you didn't score twice, did you, clown? Anyways, Sleeping Danger, thank you for the 14. Hiyori is Sai Light the way Isagi is Rin Light. Rin Light is crazy. However, what I was going to say before is that I do think not only that Rin probably is significantly better than Isagi right now, but should be and probably should like beat him. I feel like Rin getting his get back would be pretty nice. And I think that, like, while Isagi's vision might be better, and maybe he has the edge in rate of evolution, in just about every other physical component, his shot is better, his dribbling's better, his physicals are better. Like, I think Rin is definitely, at least based on what we've seen, he should be a better player than Isagi, especially if he can tap into, like, his, not his ego, but like the flow state at will. If he's able to do that in the same way Isagi's able to do metavision, Isagi might be cooked. And I actually kind of look forward to that. I think Isagi getting cooked is like a necessary step of like, continued growth and evolution. So I wouldn't be too mad at that. I'm definitely interested in seeing how that goes though.
Same here. I think I'd give it like a solid 9 out of 10. It was a fun chapter.
Yeah, probably get the same rating. Really good. Really good. We can jump into Dorohedoro.
Yes, sir. Okay, so Dorohedoro, recent winner of our Honored Ones members book club poll. BR and I read the first 10 chapters. In no small part, because apparently each chapter is like 30 pages. So really, we read 20 chapters of a normal manga.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I'm really enjoying it so far. The characters are way more charming than they look, which I think is probably intentional on the author's part. I'm kind of into the story. The art is, how do I say this? It gives high fidelity graphic novel. Does that make sense?
Not at all.
Interesting, because like
I elaborate further,
okay,
please.
so manga and comic book art have this like on average, right? There's obviously outliers for both, where comic books have like more like they do the color thing, but in my opinion, the actual like art is a little bit not sloppy. Seems like way more of a like it sounds rough, but like it detail is not the priority. Color is, right? There's like a splash to it, right? Whereas manga tends to lean more towards detail over everything because they don't have colors. I don't know if that's the reason, but just the thing I've noticed, right? Dororo, especially when you look at the colored pages, has this like gritty 90s graphic novel feel to it where there's like an emulation towards, detail oriented drawings and stylings, but it also stands out like a comic book with its like very like intense color scheme, because even like the the text is like really it's so edgy, for lack of a better word. Like it's just it's so like high octane edgy, and it's just really cool how like subdued the actual contents of the story are after you finish looking at its aesthetics. So I thought that show was cool.
Yeah, for sure. And the way I would just describe it is like Dororo is very like grimy, dusty, and dirty, but like obviously intentionally.
Yeah.
It's like it gives the vibes of like if you've ever smeared like pencil lead on a paper, it's like it almost feels like Dororo has like a layer of that over it, which I think fits for the idea and the tone of it, like the whole being this literally disgusting, grimy, dirty, like just like shithole.
Yeah.
It makes sense that it has that sort of aesthetic, and I think it works to its advantage. Sometimes things can get like a little like hard to parse, I guess, during moments of action.
I'm glad you brought that up. So because like I wanted to talk about that. The still images are way better than the motion, because the motion is not conveyed well. That shit was confusing as hell, especially that first couple of chapters. Man, I had to like work backwards on that one. I had to give it a few takes.
I think when the art is like when two or more characters are interacting with each other in like even somewhat complex ways, you do start to lose a little bit of like fidelity or clarity. One thing I will say though is it doesn't seem to be that big of an issue, solely because Dororo doesn't seem to rely on like action in the same way you would expect like a battle shonen to or something like that. So having relatively mediocre even sounds like a little bit of an aggressive way to describe it, but I guess I'll just use that word. Having relatively like mediocre fight choreography or like vitality or like clarity in that sense isn't the end of the world, because Dororo, like while it is chock full of fights, they're handled relatively quickly and like within the span of a couple of pages or panels, at least so far. The visual aspect of them doesn't seem super reliant, whereas a lot of it seems to be like character based and stuff like that. I will say I'm intrigued by it. It hasn't swayed me one way or another. I would say like I'm relatively neutral on it, all things considered.
Interesting.
None
of the characters cool. Charmed you?
Not necessarily. Like it's not that they did the opposite, but I'm just very much like, okay, let's see where this goes. Shin kind of gives me very much like there was a moment where like I guess like his handler was telling him, all right, bro, your next job, you gotta kill like Cayman and fucking God, why do I forget her name? And whoever he rolls with, right? And he's like, they're gonna try to kill you, and he's like, oh shit, let's lock in. He kind of gives me like low key Smoke Demon vibes, like that's kind of his whole thing.
Yeah.
So he's interesting.
Bro, didn't his heart start like pounding when he was like, oh yeah, this guy can kill you? He was like, bet.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, I'm in. So he's somewhat interesting. I think Noi is the like giantess's name or like whatever, like however you describe her. She's interesting, I guess. Like she's kind of funny a little bit. Cayman's cool, and God, I feel weird for not remembering your name, but like whoever he rolls, like they're all cool characters, they're all fine. It just hasn't like particularly gripped me. Like I can't say that oh, I'm super invested, I'm super excited to read these next 10 chapters. Nikaido, sorry. Yeah. So like I'm just very much like okay, it has an interesting aesthetic. I'm kind of moving with the whole figure out who I am plot point. Cool. Like, let's do it. I'm just kind of just going into it pretty neutral, still letting it, still kind of figuring it out, still letting it, what's the word I'm looking for, like impact me, see how I feel about it moving further in, because 10 chapters isn't really that much in the grand scheme of things. Like even despite it, having more pages, I think it has like 200 chapters. So I'm not gonna like jump the gun and be like, oh my god, I'm not gripped immediately. This should like I'm just very much like it's mildly interesting and engaging for me right now. So I'm curious to see how it evolves and where it goes from there.
Nice. I think I'm in a similar boat, just slightly more upbeat / excited. There's this, oh God, I don't know about you, bro, but like sometimes I'll just like read a manga that's like 18 plus or something, and I'll genuinely get like I'll turn into like a Bruce Wayne's mom for a second. I like to do the oh my, like it's just like all of a sudden, because like I think there was that panel where with the dress, right? I'm just gonna be like, okay, there it is. Right? I clutched my pearls for a second before I just like, it's funny. Just a funny little reaction that I have for apparently no reason.
Got you.
Oh my!
How many chapters y'all read? Yeah, just 10. Not too many yet. Went relatively light on it. We're probably gonna read quite a bit more though next go around. Mm-hmm. But yeah, solid. It's cool. Like I like very much to my like middling sort of opinion of it. Like I even hesitate to give it a rating because I'm like
we're so early
I'm so early and I'm so undecided in how I feel about it. So I'm just kind of like potential for sure. I'm just interested in seeing like where it goes, where it shapes up from here. You know what I mean? I don't really know what to expect moving forward.
Yeah. I will say too, generally liking the villains depiction because they're getting like a pretty decent amount of screen time, which I always enjoy. So I just want to say I'm appreciating that aspect, especially the head guy. He seems funny.
Yeah, I definitely think the showing both sides is quite the interesting thing. I'm curious. Like I think that's the best way to put it. I'm curious.
I'm intrigued.
I'm not hooked, but yeah, I'm curious.
I'm intrigued.
So yeah, pretty solid. Not too mad at it. We'll see how it improves. We've definitely had like worse impressions before and like turned it to like, oh my god, this is one of the best things ever. So I'm just interested in seeing like what the manga turns out to be like in the future. But yeah, let's see. I guess there's not really anything else, right?
Yeah, no. Sorry, some of these chats kind of threw my rhythm off. Oh my god. Anyway,
let me do something real quick. All right, let me it's like slightly unprofessional. All right, but I got me, bro. Me slightly unprofessional. Like I gotta get two things off my chest. Okay. One, read Takaba days if you aren't. Like just do it. Yeah. Don't go back and forth with me. Not you. I don't even care about you creams anymore. You're a lost cause. I'm talking to chat. I'm talking to the people that matter to me here, right? God. Just read it. Don't go back and forth with me over it. Like I'm not asking you. I'm telling you, go read Takaba days. If you haven't, just pick it up and read it. It's good. And the second thing is something I wanted, like, I wanted to give a shout out because I've been pretty middling on it. I've been pretty like, I'm kind of interested, but listen. I mean this when I say this. I'm not someone who jumps on hype trains quite easily. That might be a lie, but like, I'm not someone who jumped on this hype train that easily. Kagurabachi actually dropped a chapter that was like not only not bad, not just okay or kind of good. Like I thought this chapter was genuinely good. This is a genuinely good and interesting Kagurabachi chapter. Now I'm not telling you to go read it yet because it's not that good. It's not you have to jump out of your seats and read it. But I will say, as someone who's reading it, I'm like actually liking how Kagurabachi is shaping up. It could have been like very, very easily like
bro, it's
a manga that had an interesting first chapter. And it's just like it just be like I thought the smartphone manga was going to be pretty good because it had an interesting first chapter. And I would just say this, like, is Kagurabachi great right now? No, but it to me is currently on only an upward trajectory, which is at least a good sign, right? Like I can't be mad at like, okay, it started off pretty whatever, second chapter, third chapter, whatever, but it's consistently improving in my mind, and I'm not hating what I'm reading. I'm genuinely kind of rocking with this. This chapter particularly was cool. Also read Martial Master Asumi, that or for any like combat sports manga fans. That's pretty good. I've been enjoying that too. It's like You know, I unfortunately committed the sin of like getting attached to a weekly Shonen Jump manga that doesn't have like 50 chapters plus yet. So, you know, that's kind of worrying, kind of worrying.
You're
But yeah.
that's so odd, man. That's fascinating.
What?
Because it's such Ronin bait that I almost thought it would have the opposite effect. Kagurabachi, like,
What?
uh, Kagurabachi, like.
Yeah, you don't like see the thing is you don't really get like
it, bro.
you think you're just like here's how I'll put it, right? You have a very shallow understanding of who I am as a person. So like you don't get what like Ronin core really is, right? Sword is only gonna get me in the door, right? Sword is only gonna get me to look the manga's way. You need an extra little bit of pizzazz to get me to really to get. You want me to step in? You want me to like? You want me to sit
No,
down? You want me to eat your food? Like,
look.
come on.
I know
You
you made
need more
yourself.
pizzazz than that,
I
bro.
know you made yourself at home the second he said every morning I wake up with like a fresh sense of hate. I'm like, nah, it's over for him. This is it, bro. Sasuke's days are numbered.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I almost left VC. Like, for a split second, I considered, what if I left VC? Like, don't say that shit, bro. Like, you don't say that shit, bro. You don't say that. No. Listen, was that a cool panel? Yeah, is it funny as hell? Yeah, but like, we talking seriously. We talking manga. We talking like, do we actually like it? And nah, Kagurabachi kind of cool. Kagurabachi kind of cool or whatever. It's alright. It's fine. This chapter was good though. This chapter was like a step in a very nice direction for me. Like, I'm not going to gas it to the moon or anything. It's just pretty cool. But if you're kind of bored one Sunday and you're just like, let me just read like 8 to 9 chapters of something, you know, or do you just want to get caught up on a new manga, maybe be at the core of potentially a new manga's like come up. That'd be, I mean, Kagurabachi ain't looking that bad. I've heard a lot of good things about like what is it, Mama Yu Yu, which is another manga that's kind of like in Kagurabachi's batch. I've heard a lot of good things about that. I'm kind of holding off on that specifically because I've heard so many good things from trusted people. I'm like, I think I'm gonna let that one cook. Like, I'm gonna binge read like 20 to 30 chapters of that one. But yeah. Yeah.
Also, sorry, I just saw this one thing that I want to respond to before we read super chats. Grim Reaper, would I ever read Tokyo Ghoul? Probably not, because I am a big old weenie, bro. Big old weenie. Weenie Hut Jr. over here.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. I don't know. Like, I know it's gonna be scary. I don't know if I'm equipped to read it though. So that's my thing on that.
You think Tokyo Ghoul is scary?
Is it not?
Is that? Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I mean,
yeah, it's no. It's a terrifying manga. Don't ask shit. It's horrifying. Yeah, it's very very scary.
I'm not gonna call you on it. Like, I'll just.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, no, I'm saying it's scary. Yeah, so believe me, thanks. Chat. This is a form of gatekeeping. All right, we need to keep this one locked down and safe.
So Ninja for the 14 smartphone manga was the first book club, bro. Super Smartphone,
very unofficially,
yeah, was like one of the first. I think the first series that ever like that got introduced in, you know, me being a manga fan that I was keeping up with weekly since like chapter 1, and I was so sad to see it go because I was kind of locked into the mystery for a bit. And I don't know how it resolves. I think they like said that it'll release in like the novel like the manga publishing, like they'll just release the ending there, but I don't think I've seen it, and I don't think I've seen it translated to English yet, so who knows how it ends.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. After that first chapter, maybe the second one, that shit fell off a cliff, which is crazy to say for a manga that only had like 3 chapters, but it fell off immediately, bro. Yeah. When did Sakamoto Days become amazing? So I would say chapter 1, but like amazing, like for real amazing. You're probably like, it's going to be
chapter 10,
okay to good from like chapter 1 to 12. I'd say if I'm not being loose with the word amazing, right? Like genuinely, you're just gonna like fall in love with it. It's probably gonna be like 30 plus, right? You're probably gonna get to chapter 30 and be like, holy shit, this is amazing. I will say though, I'm not on my One Piece fan bullshit. I'm not saying you won't like it until then. I think you will, but amazing, great, excellent. I wouldn't throw out those words for super early Sakamoto. You have to let it cook a little bit. You have to let the characters grow on you. It'll still be good. Not on a One Piece shit, but it'll just take a little bit of time to get excellent or amazing or fantastic or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yasha of the Flames, thank you for the 10. Here is my sports manga list: Slam Dunk, Haikyuu, Ace of Diamonds, Eye Shield 21, Prince of Tennis, Bamboo Blade, the one tennis episode of I don't know what DN is. Blue Lock. What's DN?
This better not be in order. I don't know. This better not be in order, brother. If Diamond No Ace and Eye Shield 21 are above Blue Lock, listen, bro. You have the Rengoku PFP. I might have to put on an Akaza PFP real quick, bro. Handle some business because this is crazy. No, that's not.
I will say, Eye Shield 21 is such a odd read. I read the first 30 or 40 chapters. It's not even bad. There's some heart there, but it's like it's really just about American football. Like it I don't know, man. It's such a
sports manga is about sports.
No, like in an unserious way. Like not in a Blue Lock, like this sport is everything way, but just like in a damn, this is the best after school activity of all time right here.
I'm surprised you Rada drawing that shit didn't have you just like glazing and drooling your way through the entire manga. I'm gonna be honest.
Why do you think I picked it up?
I'm surprised you put it down. You know, as your Lord and Savior. I'm just a little confused that you would let him down like that. But yeah. Yeah, this is in order. You have that one episode of Tennis and Death Note above Blue Lock.
Damn.
Okay, buddy. It's time to reenact the train arc for you. It's over for you, buddy. You're cooked. It's over. You're done. You're finished. No, but yeah, that was just my service announcement. Read Sakamoto Days or else. Kagurabachi kind of cool or whatever. You know, and martial arts Sumi is cool too.
So I think we're gonna get into JJK. I do want to say something. Just kind of an off the cuff thing. I'm just curious. Don't keep in mind this doesn't have to be committal, right? This can change anytime, right? With any like serious thought. I just like I thought of it. I thought it might be fun. All right.
You asking me or you asking Chet? I have to use it.
You.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, if you had to pick your top 5 like best written characters of all time, any medium, any form, like whatever, just of all time, right? Whether objectively, subjectively, whatever the criteria is, if you had to make a top 5 list, like what would you go with? What's doing that for you?
Top 5 characters. Percy, Lelouch, Sasuke, Kaneki, Henshin.
Who?
I think. That's tough. The 5th one is tough because Percy's a shoo-in, Lelouch is a shoo-in, Sasuke's a shoo-in, Kaneki's a shoo-in.
Oh, what about Peter?
Yeah, I could put Peter over Kaneki. I could put Spider-Man over Kaneki. Yeah, I could do that. Okay. I could let that slide. But he's probably falling to the 5th slot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have Peter. I have Anakin. Let's see who. What?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I thought you had like some beat with my Anakin pick.
Yeah, no. I just snored. I just fell asleep.
You're such a dork, bro. Like, you're such
a just a minor snoring, bro. Just a minor snoring. Get over it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say my opinion on here because I literally get killed. So I'll let you cook your thing.
Okay. Luffy is up there.
Oh God. Sorry. Continue. You were polite. I'll be polite from now on. Go.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of hope you would be. Let's see. God, yeah. Like I said, this is not a very committal list. It's just off the dome. So yeah. Ezio from Assassin's Creed. Personal favorite. And I think that's all I want to like commit to at that level for right now.
Isn't that only 4, or did I just miscount that?
I think it's only okay. Let me throw in my 5th one right now. Let me throw it in. Man, do I just have really high standards? What's good with me?
You? No, you don't.
Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Fucking Aizen.
Okay.
I can't believe I forgot about my fucking goat, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron was in my top 10, but it happened. Y'all don't understand the amount of restraint it took for me to not speak my bullshit piece. But you know, I let him live. Also, Onyxy or Onyx. I think like the reason like Jogo and like Miwa don't go up there is like you don't really use numbers to quantify that level of greatness. You know what I mean? We're talking about like top 5. We're not talking about beyond that. You know what I mean? It's just a little unfair to include them. So, but yeah, let's see. Zilla, think of the 5. Random, but would you rather have the Venom symbiote or Blue Beetle Scarab full control? Venom symbiote 10 times out of 10, bro.
Why?
I'm cooking.
You know you can fly
because I don't give a I'm Spider-Man now, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. There are a lot of like logistical, like objectively better decisions that could be exchanged just because I think having the power set would be cool. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, cool Scarab. Yeah, cool, whatever. But who wants to be Blue Beetle, bro?
I mean, like, I guess, but it's like you're kind of invincible when you're in the suit, though. Like
I'm invincible regardless. I'm invincible with the Venom symbiote too, bro. Who fucking with me? Who really fucking with me?
I think you're overestimating. Okay, I'm not gonna power scale Spider-Man with you right now.
I'm just saying for all intents and purposes, right? Like we're talking about we're bringing it to reality. I'm not living in a superhero world.
Right.
I'm Spider-Man. Nobody's what? Like at a certain point, I feel like invincibility or like certain levels of strength or certain levels of speed can get redundant because it's like you know. Yeah, a level 10 level of strength is probably enough. You don't need 1 billion. You don't need to be Superman over like whatever other character that's pretty strong and fast. I'm gonna be Spider-Man, and that's that. Like, yeah, I think that's just how I have to. I think that's just how I have to move. Blue Beetle, best DC hero. Oh my God, bro. We have a delusional one in chat. I'll just take the suit off. Come on now. I outsmarted you.
Okay, so let me ask you this, right? How are you gonna stop from like succumbing to the symbiote?
I'm not weak-minded. And to be fair, in most adaptations of shit, it just amplifies like the negative feelings, like emotions you already have. So at worst, I'll just be like more frustrated at YouTube. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I don't have like my life is not as stressful as like Peter's is, right? It never is. It's never as stressful as his is. So I'm not going like his like stress and emotions are different from my stress and emotions. Like, hey, oh my God, bro, his rage and like annoyance is amplified by 10. Yeah, mine amplified by 10 is like, you know, I snap at you in the morning or something. I snap at him like, you know, shut the fuck up, whatever. I'm not gonna be out here like, you know, just swinging on MJ like he was in Spider-Man 3, bro. That's not who I am. I just have like,
bro,
my life is less stressful. I just have like a lesser symbiote buff.
My favorite Peter Parker symbiote moment, specifically for Spider-Man 3, well, it's just the Sandman thing, because like, do that fight in the subway, it just cracks me up. Like if Sandman was a real guy, right? Not a real guy, but like not, you know, made out of sand. The shit Peter was doing to him was like, damn, bro, you an Avengers level threat.
It was very nuts, yeah. Jaden 3011, thank you for the 5. But I'm gonna be real. If I play base boosted rock in front of you while you're in the suit, you're cooked. Once again, 2 things. 1, you're crazy to think I won't just listen. I'm Spider-Man. You're a regular human. If you think you're doing anything before I shoot you with the web and hang you upside down from the Empire State Building on some, I'll let the cops get you. You're insane. Secondly, I'll just take the suit off. I don't know why Peter doesn't do that more, but you know, I will. I'm a genius. Apparently he's not. So I will be.
I mean, I assume the symbiote just feels really good to wear. I think that's just it.
Oh yeah. I'll just use self-control. That's crazy.
I mean, look, bro, this is you we're talking about. Like, I don't know.
Exactly. I'll just use self-control. Hey, listen, let me ask you something. When's the last time you done productive work, Mr. Persona 5? Okay.
Cool, okay. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Just making sure you weren't talking to me about self-control, buddy. I just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to double check. Yeah. I can box Spider-Man, to be honest. He will put you in a box. Yes. He will ship you back to your family in pieces. Yes. But yeah.
I mean, that's I feel like we're doing a lot over there. Anyway, I don't know. I just thought that was like a fun little thing. We can like iron it out more if you want to take some more time to like mull it over. Because you know I do acknowledge it's kind of a loaded question.
What, top 5 characters?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like 3 to 4 of mine are probably not moving anytime soon. It's just determining what last 1 to 2 is. So I don't know. you know, I just have, I guess, better taste. But yeah.
God.
Let's see. And I forgot that special grade Yapathon from last stream. Oh Jesus. Yeah, they talking about you, bro. But yeah, Jacob Harrison, thank you for the 5. No op cooking because symbiote. First of all, that's crazy. No op cooking because symbiote's only weakness is PTSD from Noel getting hit by God. They're actually immune to fire, and as long as it's New York, as long as it's new, you okay? Sure. I don't know where you think no op's at in this equation, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, is no op just like a Spider-Man tuber now? Like, did we miss the memo? Like,
nah, I think there might be some low-key creamsisms here, and by that I mean never mind. We'll say profiling of a certain type. Anywho, let's see. Symbiote is like an immediate drug addiction. You ain't taking it off. Have you considered that? I would. Anyways, I'm not like y'all. I'm sorry to say.
Anyway.
But yeah.
Yeah. So that is just like a fun idea I want to bring up. And also, yes, the Takaba emoji is live. Sorry, Takuba emoji is live for members. So have fun with that. Appreciate you, Liv, for having that out. Apparently you did that off screen. I don't know. That's cool. That's cool. This is why Employee of the Month, by the way, for Liv. This is why undefeated or uncontested, whichever one.
For sure.
Anyway, so sorcery fight time. I think that's a good segue.
Yep. So, what'd you think? What are your thoughts?
Slapped, of course. I really enjoy. Okay, serious answer. Let me just start off there, right? I really do love when Gege writes like this. I think it's my favorite. In that it doesn't feel like he's rushing. It feels like he's really letting a character breathe, shine, letting us get to know him, mixing it in with the fight. To me, this is like, you know, almost damn near early JJK, in terms of presentation. As I said earlier in the stream, we haven't had a chapter like this since Higuruma, and man, does it feel good. Does it feel good? It also lends me to be a little bit more agreeable to the theory that it's you know that thing of actually I don't know if you have seen it online, but the theory is that the old sorcerers, right, keep getting like, you know, bad deaths or whatever, or like incomplete fates or something very unsatisfying, whereas the new age sorcerers that Kenjaku made contracts with, they seem to be getting more fleshed out, seem to be coming into their own, seem to be embracing like the new age. So Higuruma and Takaba are like at the top of that list, whereas people like Reggie, Kashimo, even Ryu, the way he and Uro, the way they all ended was like very unceremonious. So
Uro's not dead though.
I thought
nothing in the story, at least from what I've gathered, implies she's dead.
I thought okay, whatever. We don't have to include Uro. Like either way, right? It's something that I've been thinking about loosely, and I think this chapter makes me a little bit more in favor of that interpretation. I don't know if I'm a full convert yet. But it is something I'm keeping my eye on. I'm curious if you've heard about it and B, what you think of that.
I have not heard about it, and I don't necessarily agree because I think Ishigori like accomplished what he'd hoped to, and I think Kashima did the same. Regardless of like what we as the audience may have felt about either of the respective deaths, to be honest, from their perspective, like Kashima came back to fight Sukuna and go all out, and that's exactly what he did. Ishigori wanted dessert. He got that against Yuta. He tried to go for more against Sukuna. Didn't go as well, but he'd already gotten the dessert he wanted to come back for after death. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like particularly with them, you can maybe make an argument for Reggie, but I don't know. Reggie doesn't seem to be particularly like unaffirmed in his beliefs. Like he lost in a way, to me, that was like, what's the word I'm looking for? It was very consistent with the way he fought and went about sorcery. He didn't like lose because his ideology was wrong. He lost because he got like out-conned. He thinks sorcerers are con men, and you know, Megumi just happened to out-con him there. I don't see it as like a particularly, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it doesn't seem like a particularly dissatisfying one. Like, do I want to be, you know, one shot by Divine Dog in a school pool? Like, not really, but you know, I'm not a fan of the whole death thing in general personally. It just seems like, I don't know, none of them particularly seem all that dissatisfied. But I kind of, I get the gist. I just think a lot of the interpretation relies on how the audience may feel about a death rather than like what the character themselves were yearning for.
Gotcha. Okay. Also, I'm sorry to do this. I'll be right back, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, you're good. I guess I'll get into the chapter a little bit. One thing I will say, so I'm going to say this, right? And I said this last week, so there's not really an obligation to say it again, but I will, just because I want to like leave examples of this clear. I said, I think in chapter 239 that I don't think the Takaba fight's going to be any good. I don't think I'm going to like it all that much. I will stand on business and say once again, I was incorrect. I am actually enjoying this quite a bit. I think Gege is completely subverted my expectations and what we're going to have with this fight. And I think he did a pretty good job with these last two chapters. I think they're pretty good in informing Takaba's character. I think they're pretty decent in characterizing Kenjaku even further. And I like it. I will say this. Here's what I will say, right? I think if you're like me and you think that Yuki isn't very fleshed out, you think that Yaga wasn't very fleshed out, you think that like certain characters should get more screen time or more characterizing chapters for them before they're taking out the story, at least in concept, you cannot dislike this chapter and have like a consistent what's the word, like ideology on JJK. Here's the best way I would put it, right? You're just being a big baby, right? Like, and this is coming from somebody who, like, I am not a Takaba fan necessarily. I came into this not only expecting it, but like almost wanting to not like it because of how unfunny I found Takaba's character to be. But I don't know, man. He just like Gege has just done what I think he can do when he like focuses and locks in, and that's write a compelling character and add depth to whatever their bit is. The one frustrating thing I will grant some people that I've kind of seen on Twitter and an opinion I've had myself is this Takaba chapter is frustrating, not because anything in this chapter is necessarily poorly handled, but because on a meta level, it's very almost infuriating to know with 100% certainty that Gege can write like this for characters that are already established, for characters that like you may not even initially like. I think the frustrating aspect of it, for me at least, and I'll try to be charitable to the people that are like, this chapter sucks, blah blah blah, because some of it is just like not being able to stand reading a manga where there's no fights, right? Cool, whatever. Well, we're not talking about these people. At least I'm not. I think a lot of this is like maybe a poorly communicated dissatisfaction with Gege's choice of applying characterizing moments, right? And if that is what people are trying to get at in their heart of hearts, and maybe just saying poorly, I get that. Because if you were to tell me, you know, gun to the back of my head, should Takaba, Yuki, Kashimo, or like out of those three, who should be the one that gets the most in-depth characterization? Who should be the one that gets like a quality backstory? Who should be the one that like really gets their sort of like perspective on the world fleshed out against their antagonist? I would not say Takaba. Now, am I mad that Takaba's getting it? Hell no. I think this is only positive for his character. ... However, I think it's just frustrating because it's like, well, Gege, now that we know you can do this, which you've already shown before, but now that we know again that you can do this, it only becomes more frustrating that you haven't done this with other characters. So it's just one of those things where it's like the like on a meta level, this is I can understand and like even somewhat share the sentiment of this being an extremely infuriating chapter, because it's like, Gege, not this is a bad decision, but why didn't you make this good decision every other time? Is kind of how I look at it, and how I view some criticism of this chapter. That's kind of where I think like the like I said, poorly communicated, but heart of a lot of people's points are.
Yeah, so I think that also goes into why I thought it was positive when I said it was peak JJK, because he hasn't been writing like this, right? He has, had there been even an extra chapter, like if it was just 3 chapters, but the middle chapter was some exploration on his technique, some further depth there, I think it would have been substantially better than what we eventually got. Maybe the anime will add it, maybe it won't, who knows, right? But I do think oh, by the way, I remembered this in the bathroom. So it wasn't Higuruma that was the most recent. It was fucking Panda that he did this with the little thing with his brother and the ball. Yeah. So that's just that. But like, yeah, Gege can write like that, but he always uses it on some of the strangest characters. Like Higuruma seems like the best choice for chapters like these because, well, Higuruma's, you know,
not only is he extremely compelling, but like he seems to be continuously
he's worthy of it. Yeah. Like he's worthy of that kind of attention, right? Panda little weaker, right? Kind of a weak follow-up act, to be fair. Not the worst, not the best, right? But something about Takaba, I think also that, because I was listening, right, that you mentioned being, like, on a metatextual level, like, very irritating, because, yeah, Gay can write like this, but I want to add, I think it's also irritating because on a metatextual level, we know what else is supposed to be happening in the manga. We left on that Yuji Higuruma panel, we left on, like, Hakari and Urame, and so there's almost, like, a frustration of, like, man, this is cool and all, but I really want to see all that other cool shit you just set up. So I get that frustration, almost, especially if, you don't care for Takaba, which, I obviously do, so I'm not one of those people. But it's something that I think I am more willing to be charitable towards, if that makes sense.
So I get that, and I understand that. To that, I feel like I have a lot less sympathy for than, like, maybe just poorly miscommunicating your, like, not you specifically, but like a person's frustration that Gege isn't doing. He's choosing to do this with quote unquote the worst characters, right? To the people that are like, I just want to see Yuji fight and blah blah blah. Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, grow the fuck up, okay? Like, I'm thinking about it like I'm trying to phrase it because I'm like, I get it. I was like you. I was being a big baby. I was whining, blah 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 blah. Right? I get it. I understand. That's because I thought this Takaba fight was gonna be ass, right? I thought it was gonna be garbage, doo doo, bad jokes thrown back and forth. Would it be funny if blah blah blah, right? But like, here's the way I look at it, right? If Takaba's chapters are good, which a lot of people seem to think they are, if Takaba's chapters are interesting, or if Takaba's chapters are well written, or if they're adding depth to his character, the existence of a good Takaba chapter does not take away the existence of a Yuji fighting chapter. It just means we are getting more good stuff. Like, I'll put it like this. If you were to just take away all of Takaba's stuff, and you are someone who even thinks it's remotely well done, all you'd be doing is removing positive shit. I very, very seriously doubt Gege is going to write less of Yuji versus Sukuna just because he wrote in Takaba.
I'm
just going to be honest.
So do you think it's kind of unfounded? Like, do you think, let me rephrase, do you think the fear of, like, wait, he's doing this instead of, and we're never going to see that or
it's like, listen, if Yuji were to come out and he has like 3 chapters, right? Like 3-chapter fight with Sukuna, he either loses or wins in that span of time. You know what? Then let's take that and say, Gege, you were the worst author ever, right? Then let's do that. But I feel like the idea that it's going to be instead, like, rather than in addition to, is not only like unfounded, but just from like a storytelling perspective, doesn't really make sense. Like, logically, it doesn't make sense. These two things are so like disconnected in nature, right? That like the existence of Takaba fighting Kenjaku has nothing to do with Yuji fighting Sukuna. Like, it has less. Takaba is in an entirely different location. He's fighting an entirely different character. He's doing this in an entirely different time frame, right? Yuji's not being impeded by Takaba existing here, right? As someone who has gone on record and still has gone on record, like, Takaba's probably never going to be, watch me eat my words in like the next 5 chapters, but Takaba's probably never going to be one of my favorite JJK characters, right? He's cool. I think his backstory did a lot for him. He's definitely significantly more interesting and tolerable than I thought he was before, but he's probably just never going to be in my top 5, top 10, whatever. But I can also parse that and separate and understand, listen, I know the Yuji fight is going to come. We have the setup for it. It is interesting. It is engaging. Gege is a lot of things. Gege is very annoying. He's a lot of things. A complete and utter total moron who doesn't understand the basics of storytelling. I don't necessarily think I'm willing to put that label on him right now. Just not yet. Just not yet.
So, very hopeful. I'm optimistic, bro. I'm a Takaba fan. I'm enjoying the hell out of this. I wish Gege wrote like this all the time. I feel in what I mean is, I'm a big old fan of him taking his time. Like shit, bro. Let's take the scenic route. Like, I'm down, right? It's not even just because I like Takaba, but it's just, call me crazy, right? I think I'm one of those people that prefers like longer series, especially ones that I like, because you really get a chance to just flesh out everything, right? No unanswered questions, especially if it's done well. Like, I'm a big old fan of taking your time. That's me. The upload schedule is unrelated to that philosophy. But
So you didn't even have to bring it up. You're trying to get slandered. I get it.
You could just pass it up, bro.
I'm not,
Like, that was a mistake.
I'm not gonna take the bait. I'm not gonna take the bait. I'm not gonna take the bait.
Appreciate you.
But yeah. Yeah. I like. Listen. I, as someone who likes to think they're pretty consistent in their standards for manga, and I guess in this case specifically JJK. If I want more characterizing moments, if I want more, time spent slowing down, it would be not only hypocritical, but just a little bit dumb for me to like lambast Gege. I don't even know if that's the right word. I just heard somebody say that once. Lambast Gege for like, fucking like doing the very thing I want. Once again, if you think, right, and here's where I want to make that separation, because I do not want to be one of the people who says that you can't critique JJK. As someone who critiques it all the time, I don't think that. If your problem is that you think Gege is doing this with Takaba poorly, let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Let's go back and forth. I can have that conversation. We can have we can talk. We can go back and forth. We can argue if you want about whether or not he's doing it properly. If you want to say, hey, the problem I have with this is that Gege is doing this for Takaba, but there are other more built up, more important characters. I think from a narrative and thematic perspective, he should have done this with. Not should do in the future, should have. Like a Yuki or Yaga. If Gege decided to opt out of that instead of this, like blah, 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 I think that's a bad decision. Let's talk. Not only let's talk, let's fucking agree. Because I agree, right? However, the contents of this chapter, specifically in isolation at the bare minimum, I think and would argue are pretty good. And I also think that no matter how much it kind of does suck, there's nothing that we can do to go back and change the decisions Gege made, right? We cannot make him have gone back and give Yuki a flashback chapter. Maybe he'll give it to her in the future for some reason or whatever, right? But he'll never have gone back to change and like retroactively, quote unquote, fix that decision. It just won't happen. It's just never gonna happen. I would like JJK to move forward being the best it could be. And to me, that consistently means giving characters that you are going to make important or narratively built up more screen time. That's all it is. Like, it's really just that simple. If next chapter Takaba goes back to his like, isn't it just funny how with no narrative depth, it doesn't build up on any of this at all? Guess what? Call me Nintendo because I'm about to switch the fuck up, right? Like, I'm going to change sides, switch teams, no Call of Duty, right? It's like, it's just right now, I think Gege is executing properly. And I went into this literally in my head, this is going to be garbage. He surprised me. I'm happy. Am I happy that he hasn't done that with other characters? Not really, but that doesn't necessarily have to do with this one. And that's how I feel about it overall.
Fair. I think I'm just in a more optimistic boat, more inherently, but I agree wholeheartedly. Even if it's something that I think, like, if I was in a similar position as you, like going into this fight, for example, I'm right there, bro. Like I want my mind to be changed. Believe it or not, I want to enjoy the manga that I read and talk about every week. Call me crazy,
like,
bro.
That's literally all it is. Like, listen, and here's the thing: I'm going to advocate for this. For most characters, I will even to show this sort of sincerity. Like, I'm gonna let you guys in on something. I think if Gege kills Takaba next chapter, that's kind of dookie, right? Yeah. Do I need Takaba in the manga still? Not really. But if you wanted to kill him off quickly, you shouldn't have gone down the road of like genuinely fleshing out his character. This hard,
yeah.
Like, listen. You can kill a character that you've written well, like you've done good stuff for. That I'm not implying the opposite, right? But I personally think it's very lazy, right? I was gonna say no shade, but kind of shade. I think it's like very Demon Slayer-esque to like give a character a flashback, sad backstory. Oh my god, my parents never loved me, or whatever. I was bullied, blah blah blah, and then kill him the next chapter because you're trying to like garner sympathy and shit to make your otherwise very emotionally void and poorly written conclusion good. I think if Gege does that, it will not make this chapter in isolation worse, but it will make the sort of mini arc Takaba's gotten worse. I think now, Gege, you've made the decision, commit to Takaba a little bit. I'm not saying he has to live to the end. I'm not saying he has to beat Kenjaku. I'm not saying any of that, right? But if you're going to do this for him, commit a little bit. Put some oomph behind it. Like, don't just... I think if you're going to make him a character, the same way you did with someone like Choso, right? Because I would argue that Choso probably got one of those, like, super characterizing moments even after Panda with the whole Yuki thing. Like the whole him becoming human, right? Imagine if Choso did all that and then just died. I would think that's a little goofy. That's a little weird. A little bit of a weird decision, right? I personally think that, okay, you've given them this narrative, you've given them this like consistent thing. Let's continue with it. Let's listen.
Like, if we're gonna commit, let's commit. Yeah.
Like literally, like, would I have made the decision to go with Takaba? Not necessarily, but I'm not you. You decided to commit. I almost said commit for life. Don't do that shit. But commit seriously. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, chapter 1000 of JJK is gonna go crazy.
Listen, bro. Listen. JJK at 1,000 chapters. I'm gonna be honest. If that means Gege starts, never mind. Let me not slander. He did good this week. I'm gonna let him rock. If that means Gege will keep doing the great stuff he did with this chapter, but for characters that I like more, sign me up.
Mm-hmm.
Sign me up. But we got a couple of super chats to go through.
Yeah, I think Achilleon gave us a nice 3-parter here.
Hold on, let's before we do that, let's knock out one that's in between real quick. Samar Nelson, thank you for the 2. Have you guys seen all the Toji versus Jogo debates? Yeah,
I think we
actually kind of talked about it in the
week, yeah. Or
yeah, we kind of talked about it last like the 0.5.
Yeah.
Long story short, like if you're talking about Jogo, Toji wins. If you're talking about Joe Goat wins. Like it's just one of those things where it depends on how much knowledge you have of like the Joe Goat anthology series. You know, so it's just one of those things.
I'm not gonna do all that.
Side story, Jujutsu Joe Goat is actually what it's called, in case anyone's wondering or looking for it. But yeah,
okay.
So, we can read the 3-parter.
Okay, so Achilleon, thank you for the 20. The night before leaks, I had a chapter dream. I dreamed that the chapter would be like, I swear on my life, this is real. In dream, a spirit splits Takaba's head. He jokes he's an upside down Tokyo Tower and keeps fighting. Let's find part 2. Thank you for the second 20, Achilleon. Takaba unlocks Godzilla maximum technique, burns off Kenjaku's skin, revealing hundreds of tiny screaming faces in his muscles, representing the souls Kenny consumed with cursed technique. Fight is comedic but a horrifying spectacle. Let's see part 3. Thank you for the third 20. Takaba's flames laugh at Kenny as he turns to ash. Kenny's cursed technique reveal endless multiples. When he dies and enters the afterlife, he becomes thousands of palette-swapped versions of Ghetto, color spread of Ghettos. I wake up. It just sounds like you had a nightmare.
It sounds like you had a fever dream.
Yeah, right.
It sounds like you had a fever dream, bro. Bro said yeah. So I just imagine horrors beyond my my personal comprehension.
Yeah. Wait, do you think it's foreshadowing to the chapter, bro? I think I think you should, I don't know, stop drinking caffeine before bed. Like,
listen, don't make me get on you for your fucking tea drinking.
I don't do it before bed, dork.
I'm not an addict, bro. I just gotta drink it every day or I can't function. Anyways, that's a tie into a past conversation. Jesus, man, I'm great. Yeah. Anyways, let's see. Go hit us with the BR dream story. Listen, bro, I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, thank you, Achilleon, for what equates to the 60. Appreciate you very much. Thank you.
I too can do math, but just like I know that's like obvious, but like I just want to make sure.
Why did you even need to like? It feels like you're kind of insecure about it.
No,
the fact that you mentioned it.
No, I mean it just
feels like you like you're trying to write off like the coattails of me doing very simple math as if you couldn't have done the same thing.
It's just like I can, right? So like if anybody out there was thinking, oh no, he couldn't do math like that. I wanted to put that to bed, right? Just in case somebody out there. You
just seem like very like it's just like a sore spot for you. Like I don't know, man. It just seems like you. I don't know. You don't think we can do you like we assume you can do math. You're a grown person. You know what I mean?
But like I just wanted to make sure
even,
that was like
if you want to do it quicker,
right? Like
I don't know. I mean, I don't
just like so everybody's on the same page.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Sorry, chat. That was weird. That was interesting. Yeah. Something like.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't mean for it to throw you for a loop there. It's just.
Yeah. Something like that, bro. Something like that.
So. I don't know if I'm just like bad at recognizing faces that are drawn with different hairstyles, but was the blonde guy Takaba or the other guy Takaba?
Don't do. No. You're joking, right?
I just wanted to double check. Like,
the blonde guy is Takaba.
Oh, okay. I thought, bro, I was
oh,
like,
no, bro. No. Chat. Listen. I'll get to you later, Creams. I need to talk to chat for a second. God. You go in your room, bro. You go in your room. This is between me and chat. Chat. This means he was praising the chapter that he didn't comprehend on any level. Bro. No. Shut up, Creams. I'll get to you in a second. God. Do you get how nuts that is? Like, oh no, bro. You can't, like, that makes all of your personal praise for the chapter go out the window because you don't even know what you read. You don't even know what you read. Bro said, but what? That's Takaba, the guy who looks exactly like Takaba and talks very much like Takaba.
Okay.
That's Takaba. Really?
Okay. I had my suspicions, bro. Right? But I'm like, I don't know.
Your suspicions? Oh no. Chad, this isn't real. This is a bit. No, bro. No.
Who goes from blonde to afro, bro? Like who makes
like no, bro. Like here's the thing. I got like for real. First of all, blonde. Like you said a hair color and then a hairstyle, like as if those two things have any correlation. Regardless, I'm gonna put that to the side. Regardless, right? There's like, okay. So here's the thing. Say you're joking right now. Just say you're joking. Say you didn't mean that. You were trying to be funny and failed. Please, right now.
I think I tried to be funny and succeeded, but I wasn't joking.
No. Okay. So you got your lines wrong, buddy. Your line was, "I'm sorry for saying my bad joke. I was just kidding. I obviously know who Takaba is. Please, guys, don't leave." That's what you're supposed to say. That's what you're supposed to say. That's what you need to say right now, because
look, bro, object permanence was never my strong suit. All right, I never claimed that. It's not. It's not my Brenner Hall. It's not like my math skills. All right, it's a weakness here. All right, like just this isn't,
object permanence. Let me look up when object permanence develops, because I feel like that's a toddler thing. Let me make sure. Object permanence age. Let's see. Around 8 months old. Isn't that crazy? You haven't developed a skill at 8 months old. You're like someone that's not been on this planet for a year has better visual recognition skills than you. Are you serious? No way. That can't be possible. Okay, live on. We need another person to read. Mute up, Creams, and let people who actually know about JJK talk. Please, God.
Fuck. Oh, bro, it didn't change anything.
Like the first it does, because it literally switches the entire first part of the chapter. The things mean different. If Takaba's the one not taking it seriously and getting berated, that actually changes the entire meaning of how serious he was taking comedy. You know that, right?
Yes. However, I think him being serious in the beginning is what threw me off. I was like, wait, which one is he again? Like, it just didn't register. Because you know what it is? I don't focus on faces, bro. I focus on the souls of characters. All right.
Don't focus on faces. Okay. Alrighty, guys. He's gone. All Japanese people look the same to Creams. That's
no, that's not where that was supposed to go. That is not where that was supposed to go.
That's not my jurisdiction, but I will say that's what it seems from the outside looking in.
Bro, shut up.
Like, that's not my. You telling me to be quiet? You saying I can't have an opinion? You saying I can't talk? Like, you wish I could in the 20th century? That's crazy. Listen, bro.
I was trying to sound like Vegeta one time, and it set you on this fucking path. What? This is. Do
you want me to? So you keep talking about it. So like, if you're like, listen.
It's just like I feel like it's a sore spot.
Like we said about Gege. Commit to the shit or don't.
I'm not.
You bring it up again. I'm blowing the whole spot up, bro.
Okay.
You mention it again. I'm blowing the whole spot up. Since you want to be a super mega racist. Bro said, let me see how many marginalized communities I can hit.
That's not what.
No CIA. Bro said, hold on. It's time to get serious. Bro said it's time to lock in. That's crazy. Oh my God. That's nuts.
You know, Mike, that's not even too far off, bro. Oh my, okay, I'm gonna take a second here.
Huh. Shanks previously had 2 arms. Are you sure that's Shanks? Like I bring it out a One Piece analogy for you, bro. Come on now. What are we doing here? Bro, what are we doing here? BR trying to media train Creams. He needs to just go back to school, like just regular school for like just go to kindergarten, bro. Just restart. I think they'll be able to get you right. I think they'll be able to help you. Maybe. God, bro. I focus on the soul. Yeah. That was wow, bro.
Look, man.
You should have just been unsure. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like because I'm not a teacher, right? So I don't say this bullshit. There is such thing as a stupid question. You should have just been unsure for the rest of your life. You should have never known the answer to that question because knowing. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go through these super chats, man. Sleeping Danger, thank you for the 14. Get Live On. Okay, I already read that one. I just Get Live On. We need another person who can read. Thank you for the 14. Jaden 3011, thank you for the 2. Creams, you're getting hella cooked right now. Not gonna lie.
I gathered. Yeah, I picked up on that.
Yeah. M3D, thank you for the 5. Creams, picking up the manga, closing his eyes, then tries to read the chapter through cursed energy sensing.
Bro, what is going on?
Yeah. And Sleeping Danger, thank you for the 14. Bro went from casual to competitive racism. That's nuts.
That's insane.
That's crazy. Bro said he's trying to get he's trying to go platinum. That's crazy. That's nuts. That's bonkers. Creams probably saw Yuji's hair color difference in the manga and the anime and got confused. That's also wild. Yeah, wow. That's
Creams has lost the capacity to separate reality from Takaba.
Ooh, sore spot.
Y'all are just mean right now. This is insane. I make one uncertainty, mind you, not a judgment, just an uncertainty because I read the chapter the same way both ways. I just you know, I was like, wait, did his face change? Is he at a different stage in puberty? Did this guy just kind of look like him? Because I'm so used to Takaba being silly little guy. All right, just a silly Willy
face, bro.
But I recognize him by like it's the whole package, bro. Because he's not smiling with that face.
Let me ask you something, bro. Let's take let's remove this, bro. Because you say the whole package. One of your friends dyes their hair. Are you just lost? do you just not know who they are? Like, because you're saying the whole package, right? Because here's the thing. Everything else besides Takaba's hair is the same.
No, but he's serious in the first part, bro.
Dude, he literally is like, yo, species, not like he's like making dumbass jokes. How are you like it's not even his man, like he is clearly Takaba. So if your friend's having a maybe they're usually upbeat and effervescent, right? They dye their hair and they're having a bad day. Do you now not know who they are? Are you lost?
Okay, I met up.
Do you not get it?
Okay, I met up with one of my friends today, right? And like actually this happened, right? He was meeting me outside. So I go downstairs. Apparently I had taken a while because there was this guy sitting on the steps, right? And no joke, I could not tell who this person was. I thought it was a random stranger, so I was like, all right, maybe if I just like casually walk by, I'll be able to like see them. The distance was maybe 4 feet, right? I went up, I was like still unsure, and it wasn't until he turned around that I was like, oh wait, it is you. Hey man. So I don't know. This might just be a me issue.
I'm gonna read this. Achilleon, thank you for the 10. Donating an extra 10 to Clown on Creams. Throughout the trees and the hydration, persona, waifus, and racism.
Why?
He truly is the dishonored one. You got a little bit of a rhyming scheme on there, bro. I like that.
Why?
It was a little, add a little bit of twang to it, bro. Okay, I like round of applause for the creativity, bro. And yeah, also I'm not gonna lie. I say this like I was gonna say with like friendship, but that'd be a lie. I say this with like almost like somewhat of a concern. And don't take this the wrong way, right? You fail at fundamental parts of being a human. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Like there are certain like what's the word I'm looking for? Like demonstrations of consciousness that you just don't display. Like, I would expect that from maybe like dogs recognize their owners. You know what I mean? Like dogs recognize like people that are consistently, showing up in front of them frequently, even if they like, I don't know, change their hair or something. So like, it just worries me that it's like, wow, he displayed a below dog's level of facial recognition. Told you with black eyes. Who was that guy? Yeah, doesn't Creams? Oh, Jesus. Anyways, y'all, can we disqualify Creams from ranking my thumbnails now?
No.
Damn, that's nuts.
No, that's gonna be a fun
segment.
I'm gonna need
ignore it because we know he can't see.
Bro, I'm gonna need some help just like identifying the characters. But aside from that, I think I got a handle on it.
So chat, just keep this in mind, clip this, and just remember this for when we get to the 100th. Only my opinions count because Cream's vision is, we'll just say subpar. Him and Matt Murdock should have a staring contest for real type shit.
Oh
yeah. Johnny, don't shave your mustache. Yeah, he'll lose you. He'll never know who you are again. One profile pic change, bro. You know what, chat? Anybody that follows him on Twitter, anybody that interacts with him regularly, we should all just change our profile pictures and just have it so like Creams has no idea who we are. He just can't pick us apart.
Bro, you changed your profile picture on Discord, and I legit had to like take 5 whole minutes just to like adjust. I was like, okay, this is his profile picture now. I was so used to it that I think I just operated off memory at some point, and like the image changed, and I was like, wait, what's going on? Why is the pattern different?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. No, sorry. That was just. Wow. Compositor. That is a crazy comment.
That is insane.
Holy shit. Oh my god, bro. That's nuts. Kareems cannot breathe while running, jump, and throw a basketball. Knows basic idioms and the pacer test incident, etc. He's cooked. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not just this. Like, yeah, I'll let up, bro, because clearly you're getting fried, cooked.
Yeah, gee, I wonder why, bro. I wonder who could be the cause of this.
Don't put that on me because your dumbass didn't know who Takaba was, bro. Like, listen, did I cook you for it? Yeah, but if you had just, connected your brain to your mouth, you would have been able to say the right thing. We should all be thankful that Creams has shown us there is always lower that you can go. That's nuts.
All right. Well,
you know what? Like, that was crazy, bro.
I thought I had something. I did not. I thought something would manifest. Wow. Nothing came from on high, bro. Like, the lines are closed apparently. Also, Liv, I totally forgot about that. I completely forgot that I did that. I think I did it on stream too. I was so confident about it. I was like, well, look who's a liar now. I think I said some shit. Like, I came in heavy, dude. It was like the tree thing all over again.
Yeah.
Wow. I asked genuine curiosity, would you try to put a square peg in a round hole? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Damn. That's just I mean, it's a fair question. You know what I mean? Creams, hold on. Jaden 3011. This sounds like, I just read the first part. It sounds like it's going to be a banger. Creams canonically heavily restricted low brain processing for incredibly powerful racism.
Why?
Oh my god, bro. He's acting purely on instinct, attacking the darkest around. Oh, nah, bro. That's bro. I just spitballed that. Nah, bro. I just thought of that. That's. Listen, Jana 3011, thank you because you gave me you took me to heavenly restriction, and I was able to use that for yes, bro. Appreciate the alley-oop there. Holy shit.
Okay. It's got to be the craziest power scaling conversation I've been a part of.
Cream saw the stitches and didn't recognize Ghetto. Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Overall, I think the chapter was solid, like an 8 out of 10. I was able to recognize Takaba though, so that may improve my rating of it.
Shut up, bro.
Maybe just a little bit.
Shut the fuck up. Yes, I'd give it a similar score. Do you think Takaba's gonna make Kenjaku laugh his guts out? Like how do you feel about the ending?
I think people took that like super literally, which is fair because of Takaba's technique. Yeah. But I think Kenjaku is just going to probably do something very similar to like Sukuna's reaction to like Jogo or like maybe Gojo, where it's like not you were strong, but you were entertaining. Like you fulfilled me in a way that like I genuinely personally appreciate. That's how I view it, and that's a way to, in my opinion, make Takaba go out with something. Maybe he can like, I don't know, maybe reveal a technique, do something. But I think I don't know. I don't think Takaba's gonna kill Kenjaku. I sure should hope not. But
that would be so.
I don't know.
Crazy,
I think he's gonna do something.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. For me, I'm just fascinated by Takaba and Kenjaku hitting it off the way they have. So it was like hilariously platonic to me, just because of that bow, you know, the like golden ratio bow or whatever. Like whatever wavelength Takaba seems to be on, Kenjaku's on it too. Like I think this would throw off most sorcerers. And the fact that Kenjaku is not only like able to adapt but take it in stride and meet him at this level of, you know, silliness, it's just like, it's amusing. I don't know. It adds a cool layer to it. I think, for lack of a better phrase, no, this is the best phrase. Kenjaku is a great scene partner for a character like Takaba.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know, man. That Jujutsu chapter was pretty solid. What? I'm trying to think of like. No, yeah, that's fair. Pretty good chapter. Don't have too much else to say on it though, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm kind of drained, you know, from the last 20 minutes or so of slander.
Of not remembering shit. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough, bro. Let's see. You were as funny as 08 Kevin Hart. Very good compliment. Let's see. Any super chats we made? Nope. The last one was saying that you ever have a heavenly restriction enhanced racism buff.
You don't need to repeat it.
I just needed to repeat it. I just needed to make sure.
It's just like I don't think you donated again, so I think you did.
No. I mean, I just think, like, you know, once again, these people mean a lot to us, and the, you know, us being able to facilitate this podcast and the way that we do. So I think sometimes just reading it over again, just to really emphasize, you know, how much we cared and appreciated the message is okay.
Did you finish Spider-Man?
Nope.
Really? That's how much longer do you have left in it?
I don't know. Like I said, I am going about playing Spider-Man much differently than you are with like Persona 5. So
well, I mean,
I have other shit to do and stuff. You know.
I have other shit to do and stuff. Yeah. But you would say some shit like that. Angel Alexis, thank you for the two. You fulfilled me. Ronan said as he proposed to who?
Why did you just make up, dude? How did you? What do you mean you? No.
It's Angel Alexis.
No. But were you saying you didn't think he was saying you said that, right?
No, I think in Angel of Access, like you were saying that to me, right?
Okay. I thought for a second, I'm not gonna lie, maybe it's just me being predisposed to thinking you're dumb. I thought you thought that after the quotations were referring to you, and I was going to lose my shit. I think that would have took me over the edge if after he said Ronan said you somehow thought it was about you. That would have really took me. But okay, thank God, appreciate you. Thank you for not thanks.
Oh my
God,
that.
Jesus.
Sorry, one of these chats just wow, that took me out of left field. I'm simply not gonna read that out loud, bro. Like that is wild.
Yeah, I'll read it in a second. I know what you're talking about. Ronan, is now the time to binge the Blue Luck match? Yes, the game is over. Now is the time. Also, Onyx, Cream saw an afro and got scared before he calmed down when he saw the skin. Yeah, I do remember. I didn't notice that he specifically called out the afro. Oh, interesting. Hello. I saw the first line. I need to read it. I never needed equality. I discriminate who I want to, don't with who pleases me, and make slaves whoever's in my word.
What the fuck?
That was crazy. Thank you for being a member for 4 months.
Why are you guys so good at these? You shouldn't have them as ready as you have. Like
you make it so easy. I think.
I feel like no. I feel like maybe it should be harder. I feel really it should be impossible. If you want. You know,
have you considered giving less material? Like, you gave potential stream material before the stream, just based on that.
Oh my God!
But anyways,
it wasn't even okay. Whatever.
Yeah. You may not think it was offensive, and I know why you don't, because you're racist. Anyways, Jaden3011, thank you for the 5. By the way, BR, legendary AOT header with the final episode leaked, released, and the ending resparked. You plan on keep waiting or act? Damn, bro. I feel like you're trying to like. I feel like I'm being goaded into action. But I've been liking a lot of AOT hate. I've been retweeting. The problem, I think that my issue, right, is a lot of people are trying to critique or hate on AOT seriously, like its ending particularly, and that's not really my angle. Like, I want to retweet some hate. I want to retweet some like, who gives a fuck about the quality of the writing? Like I think it was like Anime Balls Deep said some like dumb shit about like, how are you a slave to freedom or whatever, clearly not understanding at all the shit he had watched. And I was like, bro, this isn't the kind of hate I need to see, you know. But I also don't want to die, so I think I might just have to be ready to, you know, to risk it all. I think I might have to risk it all. I might have to use like a proxy character, you know. I think I'll put like One Piece on the line. I'll be like, bro, I'm glad this AOT ending has let us know that One Piece is so much better. So like when people start hating back, they're like, bro, One Piece is shit. One Piece is whatever. It's not a series I like that is getting hated on. In fact, that's a good idea. I'm gonna schedule that tweet right now. Let's sum that up in like an hour.
You know, man, I was gonna say you could just like make the tweet and then wait for Anime Balls Deep to steal it.
Yeah, I could. I definitely could. That would also be a strat.
The curse. Nope. Almost read that. Woo, that was close.
Let's see. The curse of the Creams clan, and the one who couldn't overcome that curse would all be subjected to the one who embraced his racism and his overwhelming bigotry. Jesus.
All right, I think this is a good little time to call it. Thanks for
coming, bro. Not even an hour and a half in, bro. Said it's over. Okay, fair enough.
No. Please, the floor is yours, Senator. Like, if you got anything.
I can't. We can continue where I want to go.
Where do you want to go? Just give me the general topic.
I just want to keep with the energy that the chat is keeping up on.
I would actually, like to go away from that energy. Just that's where my vote's going. So I feel like kind of at an impasse.
Got you. So you think your word is more important than mine? Like maybe my vote is like a fraction of yours, maybe 3/5. I'm just curious. I'm just curious.
I mean,
because it seems like that. It seems like that. It just seems like you think you know. I don't know. Dreams after reading models.
Please don't read that one out loud.
This shit is insane. Bro, holy shit.
You don't have to facilitate it. Is my.
But like the thing is like once again, these are our loyal viewers. Do you not want to? I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, look, bro. I think there comes a time in every creator's life where they have to, ask themselves, do I really want this I am racist bit to go on? Do I really want that for me and my image?
I've never had that bit, though.
I think it's just like a bit. I can name a couple creators that. Yeah, I can name a couple creators that have stayed with that bit, right? That have
and you'll be
embraced
one of them.
it. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I knock wood. Oh my god, that's a nah, bro. I'm not flying that close to the sun.
I'll hope it changes, from a bit to reality for you. You know what I mean? So we can get you out of here.
My wallet, thank you for the 5. Don't worry, Kareems. I support freedom. Come on, bro. Jesus. Come on. You could have just given me the first half of that. You don't have to add that.
Oh, Prince Manning. This was approximately 1,000 slurs had been spoken in 299 seconds. The VOD was deleted 0.2 seconds after it went up at the hands of Creams, the most racist man alive. That one.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. AOT hate tweet. Using One Piece as my proxy, going up in 3, 2. Let's see. Hold on. Yep. Here we go. I'll delete it if shit gets too hot. I don't want to die, and I also
let me see this
conflict.
I want to see like what you actually said about it, because like it can't be too zany, otherwise like you're just gonna get called on being ridiculous. It won't move. I'm glad the ending of AOT let us all know that One Piece was always the better series.
Listen, bro. Let's hope it gets a couple of retweets, a couple of likes. Everybody that knows me knows like Yeah, I might be bullshitting a little bit, but like whatever.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna let this cook. See how the streets move.
We'll see, bro. We'll see. Like, listen, if that tweet gets deleted, just know that shit got hot. The tweet got hot real quick, and I did not want to get shot, bro. That's all it is. I'm not afraid to admit, AOT fans are kind of scary. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all move a little different.
I was watching, I was watching Moist Critical's review of it because it popped up on my thing, and I didn't know he was rocking with AOT like that, because he said it was arguably like his favorite anime of all time at this point. I'm like, AOT, huh?
Hmm.
I don't know, like AOT.
AOT. Did he like AOT? Did he like the ending?
Yeah, he loved it. Said it was like perfect for the series.
Surprising level of reading comp. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's see. That's good. How do you wait? Did you read it? You never read AOT, right?
No, not interested.
Got you. Too much words. Too many people speaking and shit.
No, not even. I know you're messing with me, but that's not even like I think I've told you before. I was so fundamentally disinterested in the premise that I just didn't want to like rock it.
Got you.
Like nothing hooked me about its plot, so I just kept it pushing.
Fair enough. But yeah, Ronan, he said it was better than Code Geass. That's fine. People are wrong all the time. I mean, I'm on a podcast with Greens right now. Like, I'm used to people just not really using their noggins. It is what it is. Code Geass ran so AOT could like crawl slower behind it. It is what it is. That was probably the most bold, just a little jab out there. But you know, no one will overclip this and post this on Twitter. Like, I'm cool. Let's see.
You know,
yeah.
let's knock out some miscellaneous topics here. Nothing that's like worth, like a whole thing, but just like while we have the podium, right? You excited for Percy Jackson next month?
Ask a real question, bro. Like, do you breathe air?
Okay, let me rephrase. Do you have plans to like enjoy it in a specific way? Like, are you going to like?
I watching it.
Guys. Okay, let me give you an example of the kind of answer I'm looking for. Yeah, Creams. Me, a couple of my friends are gonna come over. I'm buying like a 100-inch television. Just for the premiere. We're gonna knock it out throughout the entire weekend. You're invited. Plane tickets on me. Wait, plane tickets on you? Thanks, man. I'll be right there.
Yeah, no. One, I don't like you, and two, when I'm in my new place and I'm just gonna be playing the episodes on rewatch on my TV. I guess that's about it. I see this One Piece tweet is stirring up some controversy. You love to see it.
Of course it is, bro. Of course.
Anywho.
You're such a, you're such a.
I'm such a what? I'm such a what? I'm such a what? A what?
Oh God.
Yeah. Don't finish that sentence for your own good, bro. But let's see. You gonna read that super chat from Angel, or do you want me to read it with my inflections?
Probably not gonna read it myself.
Okay, I'll read it then. Angel of Axis, thank you for the 5. Creams, Adolf Hitler, not an artist, huh? Good for you. Crazy.
LOL, bro thinks Naruto is any better. What is this response? What?
Somebody's got a hard on for AOT and they're mad.
Bro, what? A Naruto fan. What's going on here?
What happened?
Just seeing a lot of Naruto responses in here.
Someone said, bro thinks OP was even close. Fuck Creams in parentheses.
What the
this
fuck?
This is so funny. You love to see it, bro.
Why am I catching a stray?
Bro, you're right. It should have been a directed bullet. Wait, never mind. A directed bullet in Minecraft or GTA RP. We're gonna nuke your house. Uh-oh.
Well, that's...
Well, I might be finished, guys.
Well,
but just know,
I
was a hater.
Yeah, that took what, 5 minutes before it got like crazy.
Yeah, something like that. But it is what it is, bro. We'll see. Once people start like taking this too seriously, actually, let me preemptively do this. I'm gonna mute the tweet and just come back to it in a few hours. I'm gonna let this shit cook. Slow broil. Let's see. Yes, sir.
Slow
that shit
broil. Slow broil.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. I don't know. Broiling isn't necessarily a time thing, but it just does its job very quickly. Like, you can theoretically.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do it slowly.
Yeah, you could theoretically do it, I guess.
Yeah, it's just an ancient cooking technique. You might not know much about that.
Don't do that. Don't.
It might be a little out of your depth. It's okay though. Remind me next time. I'll teach you how to do it. It's all good. Do you think? Jesus, God, I hope Gege does not. I hope Gege does not try to write like make Takaba like Creams, bro. Please God. Somebody asked like about racism jokes. Let's see. Cream says a policy only lets ladies on once every 6 months. Very generous amount of time there, but yeah. Yeah, man. Very like cream slander full stream. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is fun. This is really genuinely and truly enjoyable.
I disagree. I think I had a very different experience. You know, very different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I got a funny ass hypothetical.
Oh Jesus! I'm not punching any children, bro.
No children punching this time. All right. In fact, I think you might be the one that's gonna have a little bit of a challenge, right? We'll use this to close out. All right.
Okay.
You ready?
Sure.
If you could pick any like villain, not even villain, but like psychotic fictional character of any sex, gender, anything, right? And you had to have an I can fix them mentality. Which one are you picking? And what would your tactic be? So for example, I can fix Harley Quinn or something like that, and then you tell me how.
You start. Then you be delusional and give me some time to think.
Shigo. I can do it. She's not too far gone. What's his name? Was it Dr. Dragon? Dagon? What's his? Jeez, what's the main villain's name? Kim Possible. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot it.
I don't know, bro.
Possible villain name. Draken. Draken. Yeah, he wasn't a terrible partner, but I feel like I could simply be better. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I could fix Gentle Criminal from My Hero. He seems like a pretty regular guy.
That's such a late. He's already been fixed. No, pick somebody else.
No. He was an antagonist. I'll fix him. That's cool. Pretty simple. Is Shigo not ever reformed?
He's not like
he does that stuff all the way through.
So
look at you. You pick a different one. Pick a different one, or stop being a big baby. Get over yourself. Stop being a baby.
Okay, look.
So I can fix him or her.
Okay, all right.
No.
So let's switch this up a little bit. Okay. I'm going to give you one. You have to try to fix them. Well, what's your approach? All right? Anakin Skywalker.
Star Wars. You're asking me about Star Wars.
How you fixing him,
man?
Bro?
I don't know. I don't know enough about Star Wars. I've never seen the prequels. I've never seen the movies.
All right.
Like,
Peter Parker.
How do I fix Peter Parker?
Yep.
He's fine. He doesn't need to be fixed.
I mean, he's constantly broke. He's miserable. He has no time for his life obligations. He's getting beat up every night because of like.
Are you talking about moral? You want me to change his life?
Yeah.
You want me to just make like okay,
you can
stop
fix
being
him, bro.
Spider-Man. Put the mask down.
Oh, okay. So like, how you do? Like, what's the thing?
Don't wear that shit no more, bro.
Listen, and when he hits you with my Uncle Ben, yeah.
Bro. You're responsible. You're responsible for the people in your life, right? How are you going to take care of Aunt May and I guess MJ or Gwen or whoever he's with at the time if you're too busy going out and saving random people? You know, don't be so fucking arrogant as to think the power you were granted gives you the responsibility over the city. Be responsible for the people in your life. That's what I'd say. And if he doesn't buy it, tough shit. Be broke. I don't know what to tell you.
Nah, bro. You gotta. I'll put it to you like this, right?
That's all I got.
You have to be with him. Like this is a full like he's endgame for you, right? But the quality of partner
he's endgame for me. What are you talking about?
No, because like you're doing this in the context of like like I can fix them like relationship, right? So you have to get.
What?
Yes, you have
what
to.
What are you talking
so
about, bro?
The level of work you put in with Peter or whoever you pick as a partner reflects like on the quality of your relationship. I think I can not only fix Shigo, but I think we could be happy together after I'm done. That's just me personally. If you think you got that juice with Peter, like go off, man.
I would just be like, hey, bro.
If you think he's a lost cause, you can pick someone else.
Why are you picking for me?
Because you're not. It's not.
Okay,
fun.
I'll pick for you. Mahito. Fix him. Fucking dumbass. Like what does that even mean? I'm gonna pick mine and I'm gonna pick yours. No, now yours is Mahito. Fix Mahito. Go ahead. Fix Mahito. That's end game for you, buddy.
Okay.
Go ahead and fix him.
Okay. Hey, bro. You ever tried using idle transfiguration for healing? That's crazy. We should give that a whirl, bro.
Movie 10 pin. Now you're dead. Try again. Respin.
Damn it. Okay. I'm gonna hit him with that. I think that'll send him pretty far. I think we can come up with some kind of compromise.
Really? Are you Mui 10 pin? You blow up. Try again, bro.
I
am you
bro.
Ain't doing
don't,
shit.
Don't.
Put in work.
He's like a fucking aberration, man. He's not like he's a fundamentally different creature than me.
And interesting. You seem to think that about a lot of different people that inhabit the same planet as you. Some crazily enough, different creatures, huh? Interesting. The differences don't allow them to be human. Don't allow them to. He's literally the human cursed spirit, bro. That's what he is. Get over it. All right, listen. Fine. I'll pick someone that's in a human body. Fix Sukuna. Go and fix him.
That is not fair, bro. That is not fair.
Okay, I got one for you. Purely human. Is that the requirement? Yujiro Hanma. Fix him.
Oh my god, are you insane? Okay, the only way to fix Yujiro is to beat him in a fight.
Okay, fix him, bro.
What the fuck you want me to do?
Hanma.
What the? Okay. Can I have powers that like enable my?
You're you.
Okay.
Fix him.
Well, guys, we had a good run. This was a fun episode. I think we learned a lot this episode. I certainly did. Remember the faces thing? Classic. We appreciate you guys for coming out to the greatest podcast on earth. Thank you to people who are members. Thank you to Liv for drawing the thumbnail, and we'll see you next week.